Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Devitri Agnesti. I would like to discuss about presupposition and entailment. Okay, the first one is presupposition. A presupposition is something the speaker assumes to be the case prior to making an utterance. Speakers, not sentences, have presuppositions. So, the speakers have presupposition, not sentences. Presupposition is treated as a relationship between two propositions or contexts. Okay, next, this property of presupposition is generally described as constancy under negation. Basically, it means that the presupposition of a statement will remain constant. Or still true even when that statement is negated. Okay, this is the types of presupposition. The number one is potential presupposition, has been associated with the use of a large number of words, phrases, and structures, which can only become actual presupposition in context with speakers. The number two, the existential presupposition, is the possessive construction in English is associated with a presupposition of existence and is not only assumed to be present in possessive constructions, but more generally in any definite noun phrase. Okay, next, the third number, factive presupposition. The presuppose information following a verb like now, release, regret, be, aware, odd, and glad can be treated as a fact. The use of a particular expression is taken to presuppose the truth of the information that is stated after it. The number four, lexical presuppositions. The use of one form with its asserted meaning is conventionally interpreted with the presupposition that another or non-asserted meaning is understood. The speaker's use of a particular expression is taken to presuppose another unstated concept. Next, the number five, structural presupposition. Certain sentence structures have been analyzed as conventionally and regularly presupposing that part of the structure is already assumed to be true. We might say that speakers can use such structure to treat information as presupposed or assumed to be true, and hence to be accepted as true by the listener. The number six, non-factive presupposition, is one that is assumed not to be true. Verbs like dream, imagine, and pretend, used with the presupposition that what follows is not true. This type of structure creates a counterfactual presupposition, meaning that what is presupposed is not only not true, but is the opposite of what is true or contrary to facts. And then, summarize indicators of potential presupposition. There are a type, example, and presupposition. The type number one, existential. The example, the X, presupposition, X exists. The number 2, factive. The example, I regret leaving. Presupposition, I left. Number 3, non-factive, he pretended to be happy. Presuppositionnya, he wasn't happy. The number 4, lexical, he managed to escape. Presupposition, he tried to escape. Structural, when did she die? Presupposition, she died. Counterfactual, if I weren't ill. Presupposition, I am ill. Okay, for the next, entailment. An entailment is something that logically follows from what is asserted in the utterance. Sentences, not speakers, have entailments. Just sentences have entailments, not speakers. Entailments is not a pragmatic concept or having to do with speaker meaning, but instead is considered a purely logical concept, symbolized by L. The speakers, this is the symbol. The speaker will communicate, typically by stress, which entailment is assumed to be in the foreground. Sorry for the typing text. Typo in the text. Which entailment is assumed to be in the foreground or more important for interpreting intended meaning than any others. For the last section is one function of stress in English is, in this approach, clearly tied to making the main assumption of the speaker in producing an utterance. As such, it allows the speaker to mark for the listener what the focus of the message is and what is being assumed, more being communicated than is said. Okay, I think that's enough for this discussing about or presenting about presupposition and entailment. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.